So you guys know part of my crypto strategy is to obviously buy and hold Bitcoin. This is kind of a separate 401k for me, right? Long-term vision, buy, accumulate, don't try to trade it, don't try to sell it, just hold it over the long term. That's Bitcoin. But everything else that's inside the top 10, I'm looking where there's potentially a ton of upside. And we've seen Ethereum come up pretty significantly. I still like ETH in this cycle. I'm still eyeing kind of like a 7 to 10K target. But there's one particular crypto that hasn't really fully ran up, even though it's up 144% in the last year. It seems like it's still very, very early within this cycle. It's very quiet. XRP has done its thing. Love XRP as well. Okay. And I still think XRP has immense upside. So I'm still holding ETH, XRP up on both of these significantly. Same thing with BNB. I acquired some BNB around 300, 400. So happy that I just kind of held on to that. Same thing with Solana. Solana's done its thing. But BNB and Sol have both hit their all-time highs. Ethereum and XRP are very close to their all-time highs. And again, not saying they can't go above and beyond this. But when we take out some of the stable coins, right, the Tether and the USDC, there are a few other assets to me that are very undervalued right now. Tron isn't one of my favorites just for a lot of reasons. I just don't see it exploding anytime soon, even though it's done pretty decent. Cardano's very undervalued, in my opinion, still at 96 cents. Dogecoin's still pretty undervalued, still a 3x away from all time highs, give or take. But the one that I'm really keen on right now is Chainlink. And Chainlink is up 12%. It's one of the top movers right now in the market, okay, in the last 24 hours. Look at Chainlink right now, up around 12%. And if we take a look at this chart, it feels as if Chainlink is getting prepared for a big move. There's the 1 day. Here's the 7 day. We gave some back after hitting these levels recently. Okay. Came back down to this $21 level, bounced off it nicely. We're showing strength above that $21 level, which we talked about was very important for us. Here in the last month, up 33%. Okay. And it feels as if we're going to go up there and test the $31 level next. Why 31 bucks? That's where we were up here back in December of 2024. Okay. Those are the levels we reached when we had the big run up after Trump got, elected. We had some rate cuts in late 2024. It's kind of a mini altcoin season, really, right? Chainlink did its thing. But we look at this, Chainlink still 53% down from its all-time high. The all-time high is at $52. And Chainlink has continued to deliver with huge news, huge updates, huge strategic partnerships, and they're kind of like an infrastructure play within crypto. They've got their hands in so many different pockets, right? And if we take a look at my bookmarks, I bookmark actually something else that came out today with Chainlink. The global financial system is moving on chain. This is coming from Chainlink. So check this out. It says Swift, Euroclear, MasterCard, Clearstream, JP Morgan. Look at all these huge names. Chainlink's major banking and capital markets announcements. This is massive when you look at some of these things on the list here. Okay, Swift and Chainlink enabling banks to connect to blockchains using existing Swift standards and Chainlink infrastructure. Swift and Chainlink demonstrated a secure and scalable way to transfer tokenized assets across chain using CCIP. Swift USB assessment management and Chainlink successfully bridging tokenized assets with existing payment systems. I mean, this is, again, not so much of the sexy play, like where people are speculating heavy. I just feel as if there are so many key partnerships and strategic alliances here. Look at this, MasterCard and Chainlink partnering up to enable over 3 billion cardholders to purchase crypto directly on chain. Chainlink is making this happen through their Oracle technology, guys. Look at this. Chainlink and MasterCard enable direct on-chain crypto purchases. And you can see how this, process plays out. Absolutely insane. And what is Chainlink? It's right in the middle. It is the glue that keeps all of this infrastructure happening. And so, I'll come back here in a second. We'll come back over here, but a real quick word about a particular project that's also doing some big things. Naoris Protocol. Naoris is a company that I partnered up with. We had their CEO. They're all about post-quantum infrastructure. And the era of decentralized post-quantum infrastructure has arrived. Introducing Naoris, the backbone powering post-quantum security and trust. This is going to be huge. as we move into a quantum era. This is a token designed to secure, reward, and validate the world's most critical systems. Centralized cybersecurity is no longer an option. Digital security is now decentralized. And if you want to learn more about what Neoris is doing, their token is live now, still sub 20 mil. I'll leave a link down below, but shout out to this team. Happy to be working with them long term to see what this type of decentralized post-quantum infrastructure can bring to the cryptocurrency market. So shout out to Neoris. Check out that link down below if you want to check out more. But coming back here to Chainlink, guys, this is one of my significant holdings that I feel really good about right now, post altcoin season, post big boom, right? Once this capital starts to trickle down, Bitcoin to Ethereum to the large caps, I'm looking in the areas of RWA tokenization. I'm looking in the areas of great infrastructure utility plays that the institutions are already backing, that they could potentially see even more investments coming in. And to me, Chainlink is one of those no-brainers right now. I don't want to say it's a surefire bet. Nothing is in the markets, but Chainlink surely is one that I think everybody should have their eyes on. And, you know, when you look at the RWA protocol list, you've got XRP, you've got XLM, you've got Chainlink, got a lot of those top assets that I'm chasing right now. And just look at all of this on this report, guys. I mean, it continues to go on and on. Look at this. Signum and Fidelity International partner with Chainlink to provide fund nav data on chain. This is a collaboration to bring net asset value data on chain to enable the tokenization of Fidelity International's 6.9 billion institutional liquidity fund. So again, the institutional banks are here. Look at this. Chainlink, JP Morgan, Ondo Finance, they're teaming up to bring bank payment rails to tokenized asset markets. Huge, huge, huge when it comes to the future of this market. So very excited about where this whole tokenization of real world asset, scene is heading. And I just want to be a big part of it. I think Chainlink is severely undervalued right now. And it continues to be one of those top 10 cryptos when you exclude the stable coins that I think a lot of people are overlooking right now. Let me know your thoughts down below in the comments. I appreciate you all for watching. Don't forget to sign up for the free newsletter too. Make sure you guys opt in if you want some free alpha, you want to see some moves that I'm making, some major news that is shaking up the industry. I'll have you covered right here with the newsletter. We're going to drop this in your inbox for free a couple times a week. We've already started rifling this out. So if you do want access to this, just give us your name, your email. We're not going to use it in any other way. We're going to make sure you guys get the alpha and information here that we've got. Appreciate you all for watching. We'll see you in the next video.